know she cannot do that. Whoa. Jazz, whoa. Whoa. What is they doing to my son in here?
Give a chance
For
to
what?
get
For what?
Wow, this is not going well.
The story of Sergeant Megan Inman and her early morning shenanigans is one for the books. It's not every day that law enforcement officers decide to throw caution to the wind and act on their own accord. But that's exactly what happened here. When the residents received a welfare check, they likely didn't expect the chaos that ensued, but instead of de-escalating the situation, Sergeant Inman had a different plan in mind. And let's just say it wasn't one that involved playing by the rules. We can only imagine what was going through her head as she hatched her plan. But one thing's for sure, she certainly wasn't concerned with the consequences of her actions.
So this lady came here, she got her foot in the door, and I told her she do not have no paperwork. She don't have no warrant. What is your name, ma'am?
I'm Sergeant Inman.
And what is your badge number?
I don't have a badge.
Yes, you do. What is your badge? You have the right to give me your badge number. What is your name, sir?
The resident.
What is your name, sir?
Deputy Bashan.
And what is your badge number, sir? You was on camera.
I see that, so read.
Okay, so what is your badge number?
Wow, this is not going well.
4 o'clock in the morning. Do you have a warrant to come here, ma'am? Do you have a warrant to come here? Yes or no?
We're going to apply for one.
4 in the morning on a welfare check. It looks like there's more going on than meets the eye.
I have to secure this resident.
Yes or no? Why?
Do you not know what's going on behind?
Okay, we don't know. And what's going on? You just woke us up.
The Fourth Amendment is a beautiful thing. It's a reminder that our homes are our sanctuaries, and we have the right to privacy and security within them. But that's not where it ends. We need accountability and transparency in law enforcement actions, and that's where the ID requirement comes in. It's not enough to have a warrant issued by a neutral and detached magistrate. We need to know who's executing that warrant. And let's be real, we deserve to know. It's our right, after all. The Fourth Amendment was put in place to protect us, and we should hold it close to our hearts.
Hard to argue with that.
We really was asleep.
We own the house. We don't have to come out. We let you know.
Sure don't. Where's your feet in the door, ma'am? What is your badge number? What is your badge number, ma'am?
Move your feet from
What is your badge number, ma'am? What is your badge number? Why is you here, ma'am? Why is you here?
Because I'm securing this resident.
For what? For what? Here go Jazz right here. For what?
Because of the incident that happened earlier.
What happened?
Come out the residence.
No, we don't have to come out no resident. No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
It doesn't seem like it's going to end well, but it's not beginning well either.
Why is you going to put my handcuff? Because I'm asking you why you got your foot at the door. First of all,
we've all seen it in the movies, the police officer with their foot on the doorstep trying to prevent the door from closing. But let's be real, that's not a good look. It's not lawful, it's not acceptable, and it's certainly not keeping anyone safe. The Fourth Amendment protects us against unreasonable searches and seizures, and that includes keeping an officer's foot off our doorstep. Of course, there are exceptions to every rule. If there's probable cause and a clear threat to safety, then an officer may act accordingly. But let's not forget that our rights are important, and we should assert them whenever necessary.
asked to speak to Jazz. She came to the door. I'm asking you, can I get your badge number? I'm asking her. Jasmine right here, sir. She's right here. They just woke us up out our sleep.
Well, there was a stabbing over here earlier.
It wasn't no stabbing over here.
We still don't know. Obviously, they don't have a warrant or they would have shown it. And we don't know what her probable cause is.
Jasmine, can you come out?
Jazz, you want to go at that door? Why is you got your feet in the door, ma'am? Could you tell me?
It's for our safety.
No, how? You cannot go through. Do you have a search warrant?
You want me to go?
You cannot go through
I
here.
just want Jasmine. That's all I want.
Okay, but she cannot serve. You know she cannot do that. Jazz.
Oh,
Ooh.
Sergeant Inman, we can't help but shake our heads at her conduct. Storming into a home, demanding that everyone evacuate while pointing a taser. It's not a good look for law enforcement officers. In fact, it's downright damaging to their reputation. We understand that law enforcement officers have a tough job. They put their lives on the line every day to protect us. But that doesn't mean they can act with impunity. We deserve better, and they should hold themselves to a higher standard.
You know she cannot do that.
I agree.
Jazz, whoa. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Anybody
Whoa! Ain't nobody here! Ain't nobody here but us!
Listen, she got a search warrant.
Whoa! She do not have a search warrant! You don't have a search warrant to come here!
Don't do that. Sir, the way that y'all just busted into my house.
Everybody out of the house.
Yes.
Let's go. Out of the house.
Yeah,
For what?
you don't have a search warrant, ma'am.
Why Why
This
is she
should be
touching me?
avoided.
Okay, well, why is she touching me, sir? What? Let me cut the light on. Cut the light on. Then you get your hand out my face.
It's a well-known fact, property owners, we have the right to control what happens on our property, and that includes taking photographs and recording videos. The First Amendment guarantees us freedom of speech in the press, and that includes the right to record on private property. So when an officer tries to stop us from filming, we have every right to assert our rights. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Well, you do to an extent. I mean, at some point, if you're getting arrested, the rights, I would believe, stops. But again, this is so avoidable. This could be preventable. I'm not sure why they felt the need to come in without a search warrant. But again, they're not telling us what the probable cause is.
Y'all woke me up. What is they doing to my son in there? They got no search warrant. I'm recording y'all.
That's a shame.
I'm recording y'all. You can't. What you taking me to? No.
I'll give you the chance
For
to
what?
get pants
For
if you
what?
don't want to.
No. For what? My pants. For how long? What you grabbing my arm for?
Are you gonna get pants
Why
out because
not?
you are coming out of the house?
Why?
Because
No, don't get my phone. This is Karen.
It's easy to feel powerless in the face of law enforcement. They have the power, the authority, and the means to detain us. But that doesn't mean we don't have rights. Even when the deputies went into the home and detained the occupants, there were still options. It's important to seek legal advice if we feel our rights have been violated. It's important to remember that knowledge is power, and we have the power.
At different times, you do want to assert your legal rights, but you're not going to do it while you're getting arrested or you're getting detained. But certainly there is, if they did all this wrongly, you would have a separate cause of action, and I've seen it where it's paid millions of dollars.
What are you going to do?
He's not doing anything wrong.
We don't get to run the show here, Paul. Do you understand?
Nobody's running the show. You're trying to run the show.
No.
I'm sitting in the car right here by myself.
The check on the well-being stop is one that we've all heard before, but this officer takes it to a whole new level, instantly escalating the situation without even a second thought. It's important to remain calm and assert our rights in a respectful manner. We don't have to sacrifice our rights in order to comply with law enforcement. It's a delicate balance, but it's one that we must maintain. We have the power to protect ourselves and assert our rights, and we should never forget that.
Yes, you can ask all the questions you want, sir. Yes, you can.
Turn that flashlight off, sir.
No. You're not gonna violate my First Amendment right.
We're not violating anything. Just
Okay, but you are though. You came into the car and nobody's touching you.
turn the flashlight off.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Turn yours off, and I will do too.
Okay, I'll put it down.
And I'm not gonna do
I
mine.
gotta be able to see your hands though.
Well, my hands are right here. One hand's holding this, and here's here. There you go.
So you have that right in my eyes.
Like the way he does too at ours.
Okay, he's having.
Oh, this is hard to
Okay,
follow.
mine's not.
Can you put that somewhere else?
No. Nope. We're not doing nothing.
You can turn the flashlight off, sir.
I can't do that, sir. I cannot.
Come on, man.
I cannot do that.
I need to ask a couple questions and we'll be out of your hair.
I'm not going to go for that. For what? What did I do wrong? First of all, I don't have to get.
It's a mental evaluation.
Well, we're in a public parking.
I know. Well, listen.
Okay, so we're not going to do that, sir. So you can get me off.
The mental evaluation pretext is a tricky one. On the surface, it may seem like a reasonable way to protect ourselves and others, but in reality, it can be used as a tactic.
Again, it almost looks like they're switching scenes here, but now they're going for a mental evaluation.
Get the sergeant over here, and I'll talk with him.
Okay, my corporal's right here. This is my.
Okay, so you came to us. We didn't come to you.
Okay, this is my supervisor right here next to me.
Okay, so supervisor.
The supervisor.
You can step aside. You're dismissed. You. Yes, you're dismissed.
I'm not going to talk to you to turn that light off.
Well, then I'm not going to talk to you till you turn yours off.
You can record. Just turn the light off.
But I can't see. So for my protection, I'm not going to do that. No, you don't understand, sir. You don't understand. You do not understand.
Sadly, sometimes you want to live to fight another day. I mean, I'm just worried this is going to escalate into violence. Everybody has rights. He's got his legal rights. But unfortunately, sometimes it won't play out right then and there.
The officer opening the car door is a clear violation of our rights. But it's important to remember that we must remain calm and assert our rights in a respectful manner. It's
I would
a delicate
agree with
situation, one that we must handle with care. We don't have to sacrifice our rights in order to comply with law enforcement. We have the power to protect ourselves and our rights, and we should never forget that.
So just leave it alone. We're in public property, and you can go off. And what's your badge number, sir?
1465.
You can be on. You can be on. Other than the way
You
you're
actually are doing something, sir. You have the keys and you're intoxicated, so technically
intoxicated.
I could take you in for a DUI right now.
No, you can't. You cannot do that. For what? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I'm not even driving. I'm on public parking.
It always seems like when people are under the influence, things change, escalates. If he's not driving, his rights are a little clearer.
Law enforcement officers may use questionable tactics to get what they want. Lying about alcohol consumption is just just one example, but we have the power to call them out on their behavior. We have the power to assert our rights and make sure that justice is served. It's important to educate ourselves and seek legal advice if necessary. The power of knowledge and self-advocacy is on our side, and we should never forget that.
So, Paul, do you feel like hurting yourself tonight? That's a valid question. Do you feel like hurting yourself tonight?
I'm done. I'm done with you.
Do you or
I'm
not?
done. I got your badge number already, and that's it. That's all I need to do to go process. No.
So now that we've witnessed this, we actually had two different scenarios. The basic is everybody does have legal rights. Sometimes they may not exist at the time you need them, and then you get them back. What I mean by that is, if law enforcement is doing something wrongly, you certainly can bring a civil action. I'm always going to tell people, talk to an attorney at all times, but sometimes you also have to use, I get it, I'd be angry if I was those people too because they're coming in, but sometimes you might be able to de-escalate the situation, and if you're able to do that, maybe cooperate a little bit, and hopefully law enforcement will do the right thing more times than not.